I never really use energy weapons whenever I do a run through Fallout New Vegas, so I figured this would be a perfect chance to see if you can beat Fallout New Vegas with only a laser pistol. Starting out, I picked an appropriate name for my character, which I thought would fit this run pretty well, and moved on to picking my specials, which I focused on mainly perception, luck, and intelligence. On to my tag skills, we went with energy weapons, signs, and speech. Signs will be important later on. For traits, I went with skilled and trigger discipline. Out into Good Springs, I immediately ran to Chet so that I could grab a Gunrunner's Arsenal laser pistol as well as 2 mods for it that he had in stock, and figured I would do Ghost Town Gunfight now just for some easy experience before I leave. So I killed Joe Cobb, went to talk to Ringo, gathered the townfolk, and took the fight to the Powder Gangers, which were pushovers as usual. Leaving Good Springs, I made sure to grab the snow globe for some easy caps later on. Got assaulted by a young Deathclaw, which I let murder a Bighorner. It also followed me into the Great Khan Armory and promptly died in there. I figured I would kill the Great Khans while I was here, and then moved on to the Gunrunners to barter, which they had nothing I wanted, so I killed the people inside for easy caps so that I could pass the credit check later on. Spent way more time than I should have, realistically, gathering energy cells from the Van Graffs. Once I was done, I had close to 1,000, which was just insane. I passed the credit check and finally made it into the strip, and figured I would just go massacre everyone in the tops. This was fairly easy as none of them have armor, so they all go down pretty quickly considering the laser pistol isn't that awful of a weapon. And obviously you can beat the game with it since you can beat New Vegas as a pacifist, but it's more so about just how fun it is. Inside, I leveled up plenty of times, which was enough to max out my energy weapons as well as a couple other skills. I talked to Yes Man to start his quest line, since his would be the fastest. Went into the White Glove Society and spent time just murdering as many of the White Gloves as I could, because this would be free XP as well as complete part of Yes Man's quest line. I killed Mortimer, of course, while I was here, and moved on to killing the Omertas as well, since they needed to die anyways. The Omertas were probably the most difficult of the 3 to take down, as their weapons actually do a lot of damage. I took the Platinum Chip to Mr. House and let him upgrade the Securitrons before killing him. When I ran out to get into the antechamber, I somehow made it there without taking a single hit of damage, which was just insane. I don't think I've ever managed to make it through that without taking a point of damage, so that was pretty neat. Once I killed Mr. House, I moved on back to Red Rock Canyon as I didn't kill enough of the cons to progress Yes Man's quest line, so I went back and murdered even more of them, which was more challenging than I thought it would be since they had weapons that do a lot of damage. And then for the fun part, I went to Hidden Valley and started taking out the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood, some of them put up more of a fight than I thought they would, while some of them were easier than I thought they would be. But all in all, it was extremely difficult in here, as the laser pistol doesn't do a whole lot of damage to power armor. So I turned on the turrets and let the turrets kill most of them, and hit the absolute jackpot for energy ammo, which is honestly the main reason I wanted to come to the Brotherhood, because the reason science was important is I can convert all of this into energy ammo for the laser pistol, but I can also make optimized energy cells from Gunrunner's Arsenal, which are just absolutely amazing. On my way to the Boomers, I killed George, of course, because I had to. For some reason, I didn't feel like slaughtering the Boomers, so I just helped their injured and then left. So you'll notice we're already pretty much at the end of the game. Yes Man's already inserting himself into the Lucky 38, and I originally planned on siding with the NCR, and I actually did. This is my second run of this, and I had about 9 hours of footage get corrupted for my NCR run, where I did a whole lot of side quests, so this video actually ended up being a lot shorter than I wanted it to be, because I had to basically re-record it, and I didn't want to do another 9 hours of playing, so I just did the Yes Man route this time, so I'm super sorry that I couldn't make this one longer for you guys. I will do better on the next one. But I passed through Scorpion Valley on the way to El Dorado and murdered a family of scorpions, and then murdered the entire family of centaurs for easy XP since they went down pretty quickly, and then proceeded to murder even more scorpions because they were in my way on the way to El Dorado. I arrived at night when most of the NCR troopers should have been sleeping. This did not go according to plan when I got inside, so I just booked it to the terminal. powered the substation, and then ran outside. The NCR were on my ass the entire time until I got them to start fighting a gang of raiders that were nearby, so that was extremely helpful. When I got back to the strip, I watched someone get absolutely nuked by the Securitrons, and it was kind of funny to watch that guy get noob tubed. But now I was here. I was on to the Battle of Hoover Dam, which realistically was not that bad. Honestly, there wasn't too many things here other than the Centurions that were annoying, just because the Centurions have a lot of armor, so the laser pistol doesn't do a whole lot of damage to them. Deep inside the dam, the NCR heavy troopers took way more damage from the laser pistol than I was expecting. They went down really quickly. I thought it was going to take a lot more damage against them, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't have to. They kind of gave me flashbacks to the Brotherhood. But I blew up the generator inside and then saw some rangers and decided that I was gonna just book it the fuck out of there because I really didn't feel like dealing with them. So I let the Securitrons handle them while I ran away because I didn't have a lot of healing to spare at this point, and I was saving it for the Legate, which on the way to the Legate's camp there was just more Centurions, and same as before, it's just a lot of armor, so they're rather annoying to take down. In the Legate's camp, this actually went a lot worse than I was expecting. The first time I got stun locked in a corner and promptly got death, so that was fun. The second time I got killed again because the Legion was really not giving me any opportunities to work this fight. So the third time, I let the Legate fight me one-on-one, which started with me getting promptly thrown off of a cliff. So the Legate let me know that he wasn't fucking around, but with the Securitron, you know, noob tubing him the entire fight and the laser pistol just spamming, he eventually did go down. With General Oliver, I just let the Securitrons handle pretty much everything. I actually hid behind a Securitron because I was running really low on healing items and I didn't want to die. So I let the Securitron handle it and ran behind a wall while the rest of them killed it, and that was pretty much the run. The laser pistol is not an awful weapon, and again, I apologize for this video being so short. I did not plan on my other footage getting corrupted, but I really appreciate you guys hanging out and giving me support, and if you have any ideas for a challenge you'd like me to try, please leave them below. I'm going to try to do at least one of these a week, but I will be cycling through some other games as well. Thank you guys, and have a good day.